Picked a new head over the weekend on the matter of the Democratic Party. We saw some stark numbers this week about how the American people view the Democratic Party. You see there, this is a Quinnipiac poll, 57% of the American people have an unfavorable view of the Democratic Party, only 31% favorable. This is the worst number for the Democratic Party since Quinnipiac University began asking the question, and it's not an outlier. A recent CNN poll found a 33-year low favorable rating with the Democratic Party. Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Jake, you know me, I'm a Virginian. I know one state well and not so well the other 49. In Virginia, we've gone from one of the most ruby red states in the country to now having put electoral votes behind Democrats 5 elections in a row. I just won my reelection by a sizable margin against Donald Trump's hand-picked Republican opponent. And I'll tell you how we've done it. We focus on the economy. This is what we do in Virginia, and I think sometimes national Democrats don't. We focus on competent government and running the economy in a great way that focuses on innovation and advancing. We have what we call a make, build, grow agenda. And the Dems have the results to back it up. It's just that so often Democratic candidates don't emphasize that. And so, yeah, the American public looks at standard campaigns. They don't see Democrats advertising on the economy, which is their principal concern, and so they have wonders about us. Let's return to the bread and butter basics that people want to really focus on, and I think the Democrats can do well, especially when Donald Trump's tariffs are driving up their prices every day.
Well, I don't want to get too in the weeds of Virginia politics, but your governor is a Republican, and he beat handily a former Democratic governor when he ran for that position.
Are you ready to go on the offense? Are you ready to go on the offense? We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. We had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people we give a damn about them, that we support them, and we invest in them. I have raised over $11 million in the past year to support the future of our party, because I don't just tweet, I don't just talk the talk, I also walk the walk and I knock the knock in doors across the country, but I'm counting on you in this moment right now. I need your support. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
As you saw from the intro, that was David Hogg, very famous anti-gun activist from Florida, from my state. He was a survivor of the Oakland shooting. I think many people are familiar with that story, so I won't iterate here. But he became the vice chair of the Democratic Party, and he's talking about he wants to win young people again. And I'm also a person under the age of 30. Actually, I think me and David Hogg are the same age, if I remember correctly. I might be slightly older than him. I'm 28 years old, going on 29. Damn, I'm getting old. But yes, I am a voter under 30. And as a voter under 30 that voted for Donald Trump, one of the main reasons that I don't like about the Democratic Party and why I look at them so unfavorably, as you saw from my videos, I get accused of prejudice against liberals, Democrats, leftists, socialists, Marxists. Yeah, I'm going down the line. People know, hey, Kenny don't like liberals like that, bro, because I see how you say it, intolerant a lot of Democrats are, right? And they're going to show themselves a lot more in this case. But number one reason I don't support the Democratic Party is the Democratic Party are the party of bureaucracy. If you want bureaucratic bloat, if you want mismanagement of resources, right? You want this unnecessary red tape, this is the party you vote for. This party only cares about managing problems, not actually solving problems. These dudes they're trying to gaslight voters. This is a party that is so out of touch that they're blaming voters for why they lost, saying that voters were racist and sexist. That's why our candidates lost. But they have not even gave one moment of self-reflection, one moment of what did we do wrong? No, it's about we didn't talk to the people right. Yes, because you didn't talk about the problems that people actually cared about. Americans said we have concerns about the border. You gave lip service about the border. You wanted people to trust you on immigration, but you are the party that was responsible for mass immigration over the last 4 years. And you wanted us to trust you on immigration again? You talk about things you're going to do when you were in the position to actually do them. You didn't have to wait for you to win the presidential election. And I think this clip I'm about to show you from J.D. Vance encapsulates perfectly why I why many people, I think, gave Donald Trump the popular vote is because many times these Democrats, as you saw from David Hogg, they give these performative crap that don't amount to everything. Because, like I said, like the great Thomas Sowell once said, and he better win he better get the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Liberals care about looking good and not doing good. Liberals don't care about the consequences of their policies. They only care about the look or the intentions of these policies. And I think that's one of the biggest disconnects between the Democratic Party and many young people today. Young people are tired of the political theatrics. They actually want approach, solutions. Don't insult young people's intelligence by telling them, oh, we just need to give them a better thing to strive for. No, young people care about results too. And as a young person, under the age of 30, I don't consider myself young, but people consider people under 30 young, so I'll take it for now. This is what I care about. I care about the outcomes. I care about the results. That's one of the reasons that made me a conservative. I care more about the results of a policy than more than the intentions of a policy. I don't care if the intention of gun bans are you trying to stop gun violence. Violence will happen regardless if guns are there or not. I care about people's ability to protect themselves, no matter their size, no matter their gender. But if you remove guns out of the equation, because guns are considered the great equalizer, you put smaller people at a disadvantage. You incentivize more crime because there's stats that show that neighborhoods that have gun owners tend to experience less crime than neighborhoods that don't have gun owners. And if you think I'm lying, put out on your front yard that this household has no weapons, no guns whatsoever, and see how often your house gets robbed. Many people won't do it. All these gun activists, they're so anti-gun. Why you don't stand on business and put out on your lawn, hey, I have no guns in my house? Because the thought of someone might have a gun stops a lot of crime. But these are the consequences of these people's thinking. They don't understand that. If you tell a whole country, oh, this country don't, that's why you got mass stabbings in the UK. Because people know, oh, most people don't have no guns. Only the police most likely will have a gun. So as long as they don't target the police, I'm Gucci. And you embolden criminals to do these physical assaults, to do these robberies. Go to London. You see what's going on. And they think the solution is to ban knives now. Make it make sense. But, I digress. I went on a little tirade there. Let's check out this clip here of J.D. Vance explaining exactly what's wrong with the Democratic Party. Let's take a look.
We saw the minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries, already go out and tell his constituents, his friends, you have to fight like heck in the street to stop President Trump's agenda.
Yeah, these people remind me sometimes of the folks that were still fighting World War II in an isolated island like 30 years later. The American people have spoken. They are sick of the ridiculous performative politics. They want Americans, their leadership, Democrats and Republicans, to come together and actually get some things done. You don't have to agree with us on everything. Of course, if you're a Democrat, I'm sure you're going to vote a lot against what we're trying to do. But for Hakeem Jeffries to go out and say that you need to fight in the streets, it's dangerous, it's disgraceful rhetoric, and it's not at all what the American people ask. I think.
And, just before I go into my commentary and react to how the DNC conduct themselves, a margin of 3.1%, that means at best, this is 54%. At worst, is what you see now. This is the view of the Democratic Party. And independents, such as myself, right? I get accused of oh, Kitty, you just bias against the liberals and Democrats. I have the independents have even lower unfavorability rate towards the Democratic Party. 22% of independents see Democrats as favorable. This is the same poll. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the numbers. 57, which is this is the poll you saw, right? And among independents, the numbers gets worse with only 20% having a favorable view of the Democratic Party. So David Hogg, he's supposed to help fix this number here. I doubt he can, but we'll see. We'll see. So I want to give a reaction video to some of the DNC leaders and how this is not working. Look, here's what a conservative says. He's a black conservative, but this is some of the people who don't vote for Democrats. The Democrats have learned nothing. My old party lost everything in 2024, but instead of examining what went wrong, they doubled down on failure. They are officially the party of Ivy League snobs, self-absorbed race grievance fools, unabashed elites, and unlikable nerds. This is from a black conservative, right? Here's Glenn Greenwald's reaction. Democratic Party officials have been so immersed in this warped mentality and cartoonish HR jargon. This is how the Democrats come across for so long that they have completely lost the ability to perceive how bizarre and gross it sounds to people who aren't drowning in the Kool-Aid. This is the Democratic Kool-Aid. They're believing their own hype, right? Look at all this crap they have here. Oh, pronouns. The thing that lost Kamala Harris the election, the ad attacks that Donald Trump listed of Kamala Harris merely expressing this same cartoonish HR corporate jargon that the Democrats spew. And I remember, I forgot the Democratic strategist's name. I forgot his name. Tarville, I forgot his name. The bald old guy with the glasses. He liked to curse a lot. I remember when he's saying, yo, you guys come across too HR. Catty, bratty, too feminine. This is the messaging of the Democratic Party.
We ran a presidential election. If we were playing the Super Bowl, we started our seventh string quarterback. That's what happened. Okay, you can't address a problem unless you're honest about a problem. And none of this was inevitable. Now, if you were to put the staggering talent that exists in today's Democratic Party, you heard what I said? The staggering talent that exists in today's Democratic Party, and people would have seen that. They'd have gone, I didn't know they had people like that can actually complete a sentence, okay, that actually can know how to frame a message, that actually have a sense of accomplishment of doing something. We would have excited people, and we would have had people from the middle of the country. We would have had people from the coast. We'd have been diverse. And then when you do that, that's how people get involved in politics. We have not had an inspirational presidential candidate since 2012.
And
that's a problem.
When you have a primary and a contest like the playoff, you get a big winner, and that credentials the nominee. They earn it. James suggested earlier, and I was 1,000% for this, we can have a short primary here instead of anointing somebody. And I got called to like a secret meeting with a bunch of senior White House people after the terrible Biden debate with some other non-Trump, Trump opposing Republicans. And I said, this Carville thing is right. Go do a minute. Let Whitmer go beat somebody, or if Kamala's that good, let her beat somebody to make her somebody, not just an appointment. She was nominated on a telephone conference call.
Did they listen? No. Did a party only for women, only for the effeminate men? That's how most guys see the Democratic Party. And you wonder why you lost the Hispanic men vote. But I digress. Let's listen to some of the stuff. Let's see how long I can suffer through it before I pause.
The rules specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer, the non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. With the results of the previous 4 elections, our elected officers are currently 2 male and 2 female. In order to be gender balanced, we must elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. So again, this is what we have to do for this vice chair race. We have to elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender. To ensure our process
Not based on any merit, right? This is what people call people call DEI. This is what people get pissed off about DEI. You don't care about their qualifications. You just care about, hey, the number one priority for you is if they fit in a box. Do they fit in a box of something that I want? I want 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person pretending to be something else. That's who I want to fit up these positions, because it hasn't happened before. This is the kind of crap that Americans did not want. But, instead of, like the commenters said in the post, you saw other people's reactions, other Americans' reactions, instead of re-examining themselves. And you wonder why your unfavorability rate is so high. I may be a conservative, but I'm still an independent voter. I'm telling you, hey, look, this is why you got a lower favorability rate with independents than the average American from either party. This is the kind of crap we're tired of. You want to worry about this stuff, but RFK talking about how, hey, a lot of these studies aren't as transparent. These studies aren't gold standard studies and research that we're making all these policies and regulatory regulations against, like hepatitis B, for instance. It makes no sense why we doing this. No, Democrats are not curious about that, but this is what they're investing in. This is their messaging. The Republican Party, this is how the brand is going. I'm done. I'm not going to watch any more of this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I tried. The Republican Party are putting themselves as the pragmatic, like, if you want solutions to be done, we're the pragmatic party that gets stuff done. We worry about real problems. When you have a real problem, you break glass and you vote in Republicans. When you have, when everything's going good, when everything's going well, right? And you could afford, to spend some money, lose some money, you put a Democrat in. That's the brand y'all get. You only hit Democrat when you could afford to. Right? And right now, Americans can't afford to hit Democrat right now. This is why Democrats are losing. Because the Democrats are not seen as the solution people. They're not seen as the fix-it people. They're seen it more as like, when you have extra money, you want to spend it on something a little bit more expensive, right? That's how the Democrats are looking. Okay, we're good now. We can afford to worry about people's race and identities because we're living so well now. We could afford to try to go after these passion projects. That's how the Democratic Party is coming across to me. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you feel like David Hall can actually do anything of substance and fix the DNC? Do you think the DNC could ever win back the under 30 vote? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and share the video if you feel so inclined. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.